Good afternoon. I don't so much take Mealy for a walk as get taken for a walk by him. Yeah, I just thought I'd hop on and ask you what you think about the China situation that's being widely reported all over mainstream media, which, you know, on the face of it, you might think, wow, this is amazing. These protests everywhere, the Chinese really standing up, actually chanting, bring down or end the CCP, Chinese Communist Party. We've never seen anything like it. Mass protests against the lockdown measures, which apparently this has all been kicked off by terrible tragedy. People locked into their, I believe it was an apartment building, which caught fire, and people subsequently burnt to death, unable to get out, which is absolutely horrific if this is what's happened. But it's interesting that we've got Sky News calling these protesters brave for standing up to the regime, when our protests, millions and millions of people around the world the last couple of years, absolutely ignored. Complete radio silence. We had over 1 million on the streets of London last summer. We saw the same kind of numbers around the world, and not a peep. And yet now we've got this coverage all over mainstream media, and I think we have to kind of question what that's about. Whoops. I think anything that is in the mainstream like that, especially when it's widespread, we have to really question, because we know that mainstream media, corporate media, is absolutely owned. It's the same tiny few people that own the worldwide media, and they're all in the club. I heard the warmonger, an absolute evil oozing through his pores, Tony Blair, earlier, being interviewed on the news. I usually switch the news off when I hear it come on the radio, because I can't stomach it, but I didn't get there in time. And yeah, Tony Blair giving his opinion as if his opinion counts for anything, basically saying, well, if this is the approach that the government takes there, this unmeasured approach, then this is what happens. And it just gets you thinking, excuse me, why is this now being pushed, and the Chinese people being even, called brave by mainstream media outlets? Just something I've been thinking about, and I think we always have to question anything that we see in the mainstream, even if it seems on the surface to be wonderful for our side. We've got to remember who's in control of the media here, and there's always that cui bono question, who benefits? And it might seem opaque at the moment, it might not seem clear, but there's always a reason. Nothing gets into mainstream media on a wide, with wide coverage across the board, unless there's a reason. So I would be very interested to see what you guys think about it, because it's quite a topic of conversation at the moment. I noticed that unless something's changed, we have not seen the same coverage of Brazil and what's happening there. I don't tend to go to MSM much for my own sanity, but I know that this wasn't really being covered at all. So unless something's changed, why China? Why not Brazil? Why not us last year and the year before? So I will be interested to see your comments below. I'm going to have to get in now because it's really got quite cold here, and Milu's spotted the car and is dragging me back, so that's enough for him apparently. Have a lovely rest of the afternoon, or whatever time it is. I think it's the middle of the night in Oz now, so I'll catch you whenever. Have a good sleep. Speak to you soon. Peace. Oh, dog's dragging me off and I can't get off. Come here, naughty dog. Bye.